This week I finally got monetized on YouTube and I made my first 89p, which is exactly the price I paid for this mango. So, thank you very much for watching, guys, and thank you very much for the mango. I just submitted the first draft of my thesis from my supervisors to read and give me feedback. I had a quick read at the thing before I submitted to them, and mate, there's parts in there that I am incredibly proud of, that it just, it flows, it sounds good. And then you have other parts which feel so unpolished and that they need so much more time in the oven to be fully baked, but I just don't have the time. It's the 15th of July. I really need their feedback, so I'm sending this to them. and I'm gonna keep working on the thesis to fix what I already know that they're gonna talk about, and hopefully they'll be able to give me feedback on other points that I am not really seeing what can be improved. It's funny because I alternate between being extremely confident that this will be an easy ride and being in complete despair that half of my thesis is not good enough. It's such a roller coaster of emotions, really. But at the end of the day, all of these fears, insecurities, and even the confidence, it doesn't really matter. I need to submit it at some point, and for me to know if I'm doing a good job, I need to submit to my supervisors first to get their feedback, and hopefully they won't destroy me in comments and they'll be kind as they always are, and I haven't disappointed them, and all of these imposter syndrome feelings will go away. Hopefully. I haven't gotten any feedback from my supervisors yet on my first thesis draft. I mean, it's normal. It's been just a couple of days and it takes time to read so many pages. Thankfully, or actually unthankfully, I already have so much stuff that I know I want to improve on. For example, I feel like my introduction is still lacking a bit, motivating why the field is important and what are the current applications. And I think I should make some more figures. Figures make everything look neater. I am proud to say that I am at 193 references, which is just a bit shy of my goal of 200. Actually, I think the related work section, which is where you talk about about literature, what's been happening in the field over the years, and what are the current developments, has definitely been the hardest part of these theses. Especially because a lot of my research was coming up with new stuff rather than doing surveys of what's going on. I feel like I got a bit lost on track and I had to read so much to be like, oh, so people are going this way now, which, by the way, this way is Transformers. But you know what is a good way to keep up with current science developments? Today's sponsor, Brilliant. Brilliant is an online learning platform where you learn by doing, be it maths, programming, data analysis, or more recently, artificial intelligence. During my years teaching at university as an assistant lecturer, I've always been super insistent that the best way to learn is by doing. And that's why I like Brilliant so much. They offer lessons for all skill levels, starting from the very basics and building up to more advanced topics. Lessons are also as interactive as possible, encouraging you to play out with different settings and see what the outcomes are. Personally, I think this interactive problem-solving approach is much more interesting than just reading stuff over and over and over, as it encourages understanding rather than just memorization. And you know, just as seeing results at the gym is all about consistency, so is learning. And Brilliant makes it super easy to build a daily learning habit. I highly incentivize you guys to check out their new large language model course. You get to play around with some LLM models, seeing how the text prediction actually works, the importance of data and how it affects the algorithm, and also tuning it for different characteristics, for example, poetry versus technical writing. So yeah, if all of that sounds interesting, visit brilliant.org/Bruno Arcangelo or the link in the description to get a 30-day free trial to everything that Brilliant has to offer. You also get 20% off a premium annual subscription, and as always, you'll be supporting my channel. Alright, the sponsor segment is over now, and just to be fully transparent with you guys, I never thought I would be doing a sponsorship on this channel, ever. First, because I never thought this channel would be big enough for anyone to want to sponsor it. I mean, to be fair, like, the channel is tiny in the whole YouTube world. And second, because I am super picky with anything that I would ever advertise on this channel. Like, I got a couple of other offers. I won't disclose whom because I don't want to hurt anyone here, but I just didn't really like their products. Either the product didn't look that great, or it just didn't align with my values, or even they used very scammy sales tactics, and I don't want to push that on anyone. So I'm actually really happy with being sponsored by Brilliant. Again, this is not in the talking points, this is just me talking to you guys. But they incentivize learning, which is a major pillar of my life. And they're very flexible with where I can put the sponsorship, so I don't have to ruin the aesthetic of my morning for this. Yeah, I'm happy about that. But anyway, I won't bore you anymore with my happiness and that I am aligned with my values. I am gonna do some more corrections.